This is what's keeping us from getting where we gotta go. My biggest vice is anger. I have a fucking problem with it. It's the biggest battle of my life. These vices hold us from everything, all our dreams, everything we could ever possibly just fucking gather up and love for our lives. Our vices are holding us from it. That bum on the street corner, it's alcohol, it's drugs, it's anger, it's something. It's one of his vices holding him back. It's bad behavioral decisions, nothing more. I heard something from someone the other day that said to get from 2 to 10 million in a business, drop the alcohol. From another coach that I fucking talked to. This is one big coach, one successful guy speaking to another, but vices are simply frustrations of positive desires. All negative desires are simply frustrations of positive desires. And when I get angry, I'm desiring a positive outcome from another individual. I don't get that outcome, so I get angry. It's something I need to get under control before my life goes to shit once again. This is the biggest fight of my life, you guys. I hope anybody who has anger issues can take anything from this and not land themselves in prison by not making a stupid ass fucking decision. But other vices like the drugs, I had the biggest drug problems and I've cured that. I have no fucking addictive behavior no more towards substances. I don't look to substances to cure any internal problems. And we all know that looking to cure an internal issue with an external solution is foolish. So it's always going to be within you. It's always going to be finding the answers within you through reflection, through exercise, through diet and nutrition, getting your baseline discipline where it needs to be so that when your true weaknesses come, those vices, you're strong enough from your daily decisions to make the correct ones in the correct times. I've been in the penitentiary. I've seen them all lose their fucking lives to these drugs, and I've been part of the dealing of them. I've been part of the biggest problem, and I'm still a fucking problem in people in my life today with my anger. I still am. I'm trying to control it. It gets the best of me. And I know you guys can tell from these videos that obviously I get too pumped up. I would say it's the 10 years of prison of living in that super negative state that it's hard for me to drop. It's hard for me to be disrespected by people out here. And what people call disrespect out here is much more mild than what we would call disrespect in there. We're hyper focused on disrespect in the penitentiary to where when anyone's actually just disagreeing with you, it's borderline disrespect because we live in a dictatorship while in the penitentiary. I fucking hate it. I remember the last time when I fucking relapsed, I went from drinking a glass of Pruno to doing a bump of speed because we had the block, we had all the shit, we were loaded up. We had all the 50 papers. I mean, in the pen, you get a gram for 150, and a 50 paper is 11 50 papers in a gram. So, I mean, the point is anyone with some self-discipline in the pen can take care of themselves at a really high level. By just buying one single gram, you're going to make 5 times your money and live very well for about 2 months. And the point is these vices, these drugs and all this bullshit, it's fucking just, it's the epitome of what kills us. If we attack our vices, we're going to make it through life really fucking smoothly. As long as we just drop shit. In life, it's more about doing what you shouldn't do than what you should. So everyone's looking to add more. They're looking for the hack. They're looking for what's going to get them somewhere in life quicker. But what's going to get you somewhere in life is to take shit away. When we start taking shit out of our fucking life, we're going to get somewhere. And God, you guys, if I couldn't fucking explain more and more how much I'm in control of it. The anger window lasts about 10 to 15 minutes with me, but I need to get to where it only lasts a millisecond, to where I close that window. Basically, the anger happens, the window opens, and I close it quicker. I hyper-focus on these things because I know it's the only way I'm going to make it. The penitentiary is full of angry individuals, people filled with resentment. And like we've said before, resentment is like drinking poison and wishing the other person to die. All these things are leading to us seeking those vices that will escape us from our reality. You guys don't end up in the prison with these vices, with these problems. Drop that black, drop that white, drop that drink, drop that anger. I know it's easier said than done, but being objectively optimistic by knowing that you're making slight incremental progress in the positive direction is the only way you're going to know you're moving correctly. So I've seen everybody in the penitentiary who tried to take that negative route and still push drugs and do drugs. It ended bad for every single one of them. I've never seen one come out on top. Not one time. The whole fucking time. It always looks good until it's not no more. And so what we must do is you must straighten it out from within, always standing back, having a strong witness in your mind, knowing that the behavior, the anger that I have is so fucking detrimental to my progress, to my ultimate potential. I'm fucking myself with it. The goal, the demeanor I wish to possess is what I have to start instilling in my mind every morning so that I don't react this way. The Stoics say that we only lose our lives. We willingly give up our lives. The only time we do that is when we break our character. When we willingly break character, and it's so true. Because I only lose time of my day when I break character. When I'm rude to my people. When I'm rude to people around me. When I'm rude to people in general. This is the only thing that's holding me back right now, and it's my major battle. You guys, I want you to share in the comments the battles you're going through and the things you must overcome to move forward and progress with your daily life so that you don't end up in the penitentiary. This is real shit. I share it every day because I teeter on the fucking line. I'm an intense motherfucker, you guys. I fucking sit there and I have to battle within. I have to search deep within. I know unlocking these mindset gems and these tactics is my only chance for survival because I've come this far. I know where I've come from. So when people tell me I haven't, I'll never change or others will never change, I know they can. I know everyone can change from anywhere they're at because I know how the fuck far I've come. I came from the fucking mud. I came from the shoe with terrible thoughts in my mind, had unspeakable acts, and brought myself to here where now I haven't hurt or physically had an altercation with another person in over 6 years. Not one. I haven't struck nobody. Haven't had an act of violence on nobody in 6 years, which for me is fucking crazy. That is like the longest stretch I've ever had in my life since I was 10 years old. And to some people, that's like unfathomable because they're not violent people. But this is the thing. Us violent individuals who have anger issues, we have to create daily habits on the other side of our weakness, our anger, our frustration. We have to create habits of being kinder, going out of our way, being more courteous to people, being more understanding, dropping our fucking phone when our loved ones are trying to tell us a story and not making it about how busy we are. I made this fucking mistake today and I'm paying for it right now as I shoot this video. As I shoot this video, I'm in pain. I'm paying for it because I treated someone badly because I was busy and I fucking snapped on them. And I didn't fucking need to do that. Last week I was telling people about not to do that. And here I was. In the moment, I cracked. I bitched the fuck up and I fucked it up. You guys, learn. You must fucking learn this shit. You're not going to learn it overnight. It's going to be incremental principle progression. It's going to be always understanding these things and understanding that daily, never just going to be one way, but daily, you're going to have your triggers, your weaknesses, your vices as your main focus. And keep these gems, keep these quotes, keep everything locked in the back of your head, a fail safe to deter you from your fucking shitty behavior. Like I said, drop in the comments anything you guys are going through. We can all help each other. We're a community focused on growth. I really see the best in everyone. I really see the amount of growth in everyone nowadays. I've seen people make miraculous changes really quickly, and it really inspires me because I haven't made it. Just because I share with you shit that I'm going through, I'm sharing my growth journey. I'm sharing my process. I've learned a lot. I still have fucking infinite ways to go. Infinite miles and hours of reflection to seek. So make it a part of your daily process to reflect inside. Focus on your weaknesses more than anything. And put the fucking phone down when your loved ones are trying to fucking talk. List of what gets you to that optimal mindset. 20 things, my top 3, top 7, top 5. I'm going to tell you, it's a lot more simple than that. I'm going to give you the one thing, because we know around here that genius is making the most complex topics more simple. Not making simple shit all complex. Some of the shit I see from the greatest minds, I don't even fucking understand. He was supposed to make it easier for me. He made that shit not even legible when I could have wrote it way fucking easier. So sometimes I think people's agenda is to show off their linguistic ability other than teach. I'm here to teach. I want to share what worked for me, from getting me from fucking being stuck in the mud for 1,000,000+ years to where I'm at today. So where I'm at today is a great place. Why? One reason, one mental hack, one thing. One, life happens for me. Everything going on in my life is happening for me to better me. So it's only wins. Look at that. If life is happening for you at all times, anything bad that comes your way is simply looked at as a win. And it's even a greater win because overcoming means everything. Those motherfuckers who get everything for free, who have everything handed to them, it don't matter where they're at. They'll never appreciate it. You have to be able to be happy with nothing to be able to be happy with everything. And I definitely don't have everything. I'm working on it in here first. All the exterior shit has no effect on me. Every time I seek happiness from external circumstances or gains, it never works. The imagination always supersedes the event. We're always going to think it's so much greater than it is. When I get that S-class, it's going to be so cool. Fucking 3 weeks later, you're not going to give a shit. You're going to barely fucking keep it washed. You're not going to be tripping. But anyways, fuck the materialistic world. It detaches us from the spiritual. Let's stay stuck inside 24/7 with that strong witness. And that strong witness always telling you when a bad situation comes about, Wes, extract growth. Life happens for you. This is a chance to be more patient. You want to be more patient for your wife and son. Handle this correctly. You'll have another notch on your belt. Another win for today. So when those times get tough, when you are sick and you know you got to work out, get the fuck up anyways. Life's happening for you right now. It's toughening you up. When you are getting thrown in the fucking shoe for 14 months, see that as a win. Take every day. Submerge yourself in the pain. Watch the growth fucking happen every day in every way from every event. Stay present. We're always going to talk about these same topics because why? Because repetition strengthens, and we know that. So the thing is, stack the W's through everyday tasks. They don't have to be these massive home runs, these massive W's that people speak of. I hit massive W's. They lead up to that from the little base hits. From every little act that we do, we get to the level that we thought the lottery winnings were going to do. Because there is never a day where we're going to actually just kick our shoes off and give the fuck up. Because around here, we love the work. And the work is full of problems. And guess what? Problems are money. So money is endless because problems are fucking endless. So let's get these W's off these problems. Let's stack and let's feel great about ourselves. Every fucking incident. Don't pre-plan. Don't get too involved with what could happen. Let situations come about. Have your daily process that gets you where you want to go. Let the situations come about. And as the negative problems come into your life, insert, life happens for me, no matter what it is. How proud are you going to be of yourself when you never hop into that victim shit and ask, well, why is this happening to me? Why? How many grown-ass men do you know live in that manner? Why do you think there's so many betas and so many bitches out here? Why, Wes? Why? Why do I got tits? Why don't I have any money? Why can't I get ahead? Motherfucker, because you live in that victim mindset. Nobody's attracted to that. Your vibration is so low at that point, you're drawing everything away from you. Nobody is attracted to that. And we're not talking about physical attraction. Fuck my tattoos, fuck my muscles, fuck all that shit. The energy created this. Life happening for me created this. 2:45 a.m. created this. Why? Because I was more in line with the consistency and the conduct that got the result than I was in line with the result itself. At a certain point, the result means nothing to the successful individual. The successful individual only chases the feeling he gets of sticking to what's most difficult to him. So live that hard life, and life will be easy. Because you're conditioned, nothing more. In the penitentiary, I watched all the fakest, hardest motherfuckers, and this is what constructed the man I am today, because I saw what I didn't want to be. All too often in life, it's going to be what we don't want to be, what we see in people that we don't possess. I've been around a lot of the most successful people lately, and I got to say, I've seen some demeanor that I fucking admire so greatly that I have plenty of people to look up to now in these mastermind groups, these people seeking growth, these successful individuals. They are so supportive. You guys are so supportive. You're so after growth. You're so fucking able to congratulate the next man. This is the shit that's going to push you forward in life. Everybody wants to be around that. Make sure you back it up with your comprehension level to dig deep into these topics. Don't submerge yourself with 37 books at a time. One of the most successful men that I know the other day told me that he's read the same 5 books over his whole life. The same 5 over and over. Seek to understand deeply the most simple of topics. This is how we understand everything. When we fucking can take something so small, take a 40-second paragraph that you read, sit on that for 40 days. Sit on it for 40 years. Life happens for me, I'll sit on for the rest of my life. This is all that needs to work for me. The power is attached to that phrase because I never sold it out from the beginning. From the beginning, when it resonated with me, I ran with it. I never turned my back on it, thus denouncing its power. This is the wisdom of the ages. These are quotes that have worked for 2,000 years. This is nothing to be played with. You wonder why you don't have that inner strength. You wonder why you don't have that discipline. You wonder why you don't have anything within attached to your spirit. It's because you're denouncing the universe. You're denouncing the spiritual world. You're gravitating towards the material. You let the material run your life, you automatically will detach from the spiritual. And I'm going through that right now because I am having a drastic lifestyle change. A lot of different stuff happening. But what I do is I self-inflict adversity because I know it's softening me. I know that this shit's softening me. Me getting nicer places, getting nicer vehicles, eating at nice places. I still just have my lean meat and greens. It keeps me savage. Every motherfucking one of you needs to create habits on the other side of what the fuck you are. And you gotta know, if you ain't naturally savage, you gotta work on that. And if you're naturally savage, you gotta work on being more kind. You gotta create that balanced individual. You gotta understand your weaknesses. We must. In the penitentiary, these motherfuckers are running rampant. They may look tough. They live soft. I want you to live the way you appear to be. You don't have to be a fucking tough guy, but a man by definition is responsible. And responsibility educates. So we definitely don't sell someone down a fucking road that leaves us in tears. Man the fuck up. Treat the next man and be the man you want the next man to be. Don't push that motherfucker. All too often people out here do push me. They try to push me and try to get deep on what triggers me. And I wonder why they would do that. Because I wonder if they're foolish enough to where they've never had a strap put in their motherfucking mouth. And the thing is plenty of people out here are willing to go that route. Don't risk it. Be kind to the next man. Draw him away from that bullshit behavior. Create assets around you. Like I always say, these are always going to be the same topics. Don't try to submerge yourself or denounce things that work. This is one of the most foolish things you people do. Is you'll denounce something that works because you've heard it a few times or you've had to do it a few times. Bodybuilding fucking works. But you have to do the same thing over and over and over and over and over. And eat the same thing over and over and over and over and over. And guess what? That makes you appreciate it more and more and more and more. This is how life fucking works. Don't make the mistake of denouncing what's best for you. Especially rehearing all the same shit. Because every book from every religion and everything taught from all around the world is preached over and over and over and over again. Because what? We're straight, never straightened. Read that Aurelius book, Meditations. Take that shit to your heart. Seek to understand deeply the most simple of phrases. Doom! Then you hear the cart going. Doom! Then you hear the cart going. This is them bringing the trays down in the shoe when you're on lockdown. They're opening the tray slot. They're pushing the cart. They're sliding you your tray. And they're locking it back. Doom! And this is all you hear in the morning. This is how you know you're about to get fed. You're an animal. You're in a dark cell. You've been up since 3 o'clock. Roll call has already taken place. They're coming with the trays. It's 4 a.m. You're about to have breakfast. How positive can you be when your life goes to complete shit? How positive can you be? Can you stick to your nutrition when your life goes to hell? Can you stick to your workout when your life goes to shit? Or are you going to run like a bitch to those vices that always saved you from yourself? When I sat in the shoe that long and we had nothing to look forward to, every motherfucker in there was on heroin but me. But me. Every one of them. Every one. My cellie's standing at the window to get his tray. Oh, what's for breakfast? And he's talking to the CO, and the CO's looking at him like, Jesus Christ, pull it together. Don't you ever look at that shit and glorify it and look at it as any bit hard or tough or cool that you and your friends can go do some dope. That is the bitchest, weakest, running away from your fucking blessed ass life shit ever. And you know you feel like a bitch, because I've been there in that bitch ass situation, feeling like less of myself and just giving up on life. It's pathetic and it's disrespectful to everybody who loves you and believes in you. It's straight up disrespectful. So then here comes dinner. Same thing. Boom. Cart being pushed on. Boom. Cart being pushed along. They gave us our breakfast tray and our lunch at breakfast. So now this is the only other engagement we're going to have this weekend. Is every time they come pass out the trays. There's no mail. There's no yard. There's just these trays coming by. And here I am on my third fucking workout. I'm a fucking Greyhound. They call it being Greyhounded up in the pen. When you come out the shoe and you're just sucked up, just sucked back from all the burpees and the lack of food. And it's earning your stripes in the pen when you come out that horrible. That the human body can go through that, but the mind can stay strong. And you didn't bitch up, ding, hit that bell and go PC like them other fucking bitches. Straight up. You're putting your life on the line as a GP inmate to protect your people. That's why it says fucking GP, because we came in and we went out the same motherfucking way. And yeah, we're proud of it. Why? Because it's harder. And men should be hard. This is how it should be. All too often nowadays, men are taking this bitch ass road and not even having to be men no more. Want to know when you're not a man no more? When you just choose not to be responsible anymore. Because by definition, a man is fucking responsible. He's a protector. He's the motherfucker who makes sure his family's good. He is. He is. Nobody else. No fingers pointed. No fucking blaming San Diego for being too high priced. Step your fucking game up. The fucking point is how positive can you be in this state? And how do you create the positivity when your life's falling around you? You create it from within. Everything you feel and your perspective on life is shaped from within. It's shaped from your action. There is a failsafe built in you that if you get your heart going, if you push yourself, you will earn all the positivity you want. Try it. Try it today. Bust down 30 burpees without taking one rest. And then bust down 30 more with only a 10-second rest. And then bust down 30 more. I guarantee it that you cannot help but smile and be proud of yourself after that. You have shaped your perspective for the day through action the way it's supposed to be done, not looking for that bag to shape your day or any external happiness to shape your day. Not no person, not no fucking thing you drink, not no thing you sniff, not no thing you shoot, nothing. All from within. How do I know this? Because I lived it longer than everybody. And when I was there with them, I was the only one not shooting dope. There was maybe a handful. But were they able to stay positive? No. Were they able to fucking not only stay positive, but to progress, to straight progress fast because of the intensity and the urgency that they kept even when that door was closed and there was no real reason. There was no mirrors. There was no real reason other than within. I couldn't look in the mirror and say, damn, Wes, you're getting jacked. I couldn't even see myself. I came out of the shoe after all that time and my goatee was all fucking long as fuck. Because I could only use a razor. I had no mirror in the shower. They take you in the shower and they lock you in the shower. And when you're locked in the shower, they hand you your razor because motherfuckers can't have razors back there because they'll kill a fucking cop. This is a reality. These are people not getting out. They'll fucking kill you if they can get their hands on the razor. Sometimes people just still get them. So the point is I'm sitting here shaving like this, just making sure I save my goatee. And it's probably all fucked up and I'm missing spots. So I don't got a mirror. I can't even see my face. I can't see my muscles. So I just had to feel it from within. I just knew that it was shaping my day. It made me able to put my head down at night. Fatigue is the best pillow. Motherfuckers out here with sleep issues, with all these issues, you're not fatiguing yourself enough. You're not earning that sleep, bitch. Everything's earned, bitch. Quit being a bitch and you'll have everything you wanted. Guess how long it's going to take? However long it takes. There is no time frame. However long it takes. The real one doesn't care how long it takes because he takes pride in the process. Because he looks at his family and he says, I won't let you down. I don't care. I'd rather die. He doesn't just say it. He gets up every day and he lives it. He takes pride in it. There's no more money. There's no more muscles. There's no more cars. There's no more anything. There's just extreme confidence from within. There's just extreme pride. There's just extreme fucking self-worth and discipline and just respect in general that's created for everyone around him too, because he respects himself. So as they came around for the dinner tray, I don't even eat my desserts. This is the only happiness that's coming, is that little brown square that all these dope fiends are like, can I get your brownie? Because fools are starving. I don't give a fuck. You're starving. And you're doing shit tons of burpees and working out every day mandatory. So you're starving. And Peter West, let me get your brownie. And I just shoved the motherfucker in my teeth, just shoved it all in my teeth. I'm not even going to eat it. I just smashed it on my fucking teeth. And I bang on the door. And I'm like, CO, what's up, CO? Come to the fucking door. And he comes to the door. I'm like, there was no fucking brownie on this tray. There's no fucking brownie, fool. And the dude knows I'm just nuts at this time. Like, I'm the most intense motherfucker back there. I'm flipping out first thing in the morning, handstand push-ups, working out. He's like, dude, you don't fucking quit. The dude sees the brownie all smashed in my teeth. And he's like, you're a fucking fool. He's all, but I fucking love your work ethic. I don't give a fuck what you're here for, what you did, or if you like me. I love your work ethic. And that's what you need to pass on out here to your kids. The work ethic. Don't fucking validate yourself with something you want them to chase other than the principles. This cop saw the principles. They knew I was going to be successful because I wouldn't stop. That's the only thing it takes. Don't you ever fucking stop. I want this for you so bad. I'm committed for life to the 2:40 wake up time and the everyday training. Why? Because I get to make my fucking day every day by getting these wins. And everybody who jumps in my DM and says roll call and they say I'm stacking those wins, Watson, I'm stacking them. That shit makes my life. I love you guys. It's fucking taking all the power out of the small steps that lead to your goals. The small steps and the pride we take in them is everything. That's where your power comes from. Don't try to do less steps towards where you want to be because you think it's more efficient. It's less efficient because it means less to you. And everything in this life is about what it means to you. So when I was in the penitentiary, I couldn't just go to this beautiful gym and train. And half the people out here whine about that. I couldn't just go to a beautiful gym and train. I had to make weights. I had to make weights out of magazine stacks, broom handles, and everything like that. I would do weighted push-ups with people, pull-ups for the main body parts, chest and back, and everything else was body weight or homemade weights with water bags or stacks of magazines. These were the steps that had to take place. We had to comprehend at a high level how to do bodybuilding exercises in the gym and recreate them on the fly with the equipment we had. So the steps I went through, I had these stacks of magazines that I would guard with my life. Like some cops would trip that I had fucking 50 pounds of magazines under my bed, and some would respect that I wanted to work out that bad. But this was contraband. You can't have that many magazines. You're allowed like 15 or something. Here I am with 500 and I have them stacked everywhere. I had more attachment to these magazines than the letters from people on the street, than anything. These magazines were gonna create what I needed to actually take care of my loved ones on the street, to show them their worth by creating the man that I admire so I could pass it on, so I could get out and get my mom to want to work out and track her macros, get my wife to want to work out and track her macros. Don't you try to get people to do shit that ain't working for you because you're not putting the effort. If you really care about your people, if you love your son, if you love your wife, if you love your parents, you personify the teaching to a T. Get ripped for them to make them healthy. Don't just point the finger. Who the fuck is that? That's just criticism. If you just criticize, you're an asshole. Constructive criticism supplies the solution. And yeah, I talk a certain way. Yeah, I do. And I'm not going to stop because I'll supply you the solution. If you want the solution to anything I speak of, I got it really easy, and I'll break it down. Super simple. So simple, you'll wonder why. You'll start second guessing. I always have to tell people not to overthink how I break down nutrition and training in my coaching program. It's that simple. Everyone wants to overthink it. Don't overthink. Just get into action. But the fact is the fucking steps it took to be able to build these weights, keep them from the cops, not get them taken behind every search, get the broom handle before the other races got them. Because once people saw the broom handle was working to make a dope curl bar, a forearm wrist curl, and other things like that, they would always try to get them. It sucks when you put people on game and they don't have enough respect to stay out your way. Don't do that. If someone puts you on game, always let them go first. Always let them have their spot. Never steal the next motherfucker's spot if they're consistent. Don't be that motherfucker. I always put people on game, and then here they were in my way. Like, what? I got here first. Motherfucker, I taught you. You fucking asshole. Don't be that guy. Always operate out of a space of loyalty and respect for those who put you on, above yourself. I always would give it to the next man if he outdid me. But the fact is, I'll be there first. And if you are there first, much respect. I'm only proud of you. I can move on to the next thing and wait. I'm just sitting there proud of you. So the point is the macros. How do we track the macros? I had 4 of my buddies. Pup from Satanic Skins. I had a Whiskey from SGV. I had Wagner from Lancaster. And I had Books from Hemet. And they would grab proteins for me from the chow hall. I would give them other foods. We would make trades. So they would trade this carb or this dessert for this protein, this and that. And then I would buy shit off them for stuff they needed. If they needed fucking hygiene, if they needed soaps, they needed toothpaste, toothbrush, stuff like that. Everything like that. Hygiene is paramount. You need your hygiene first. Can't be a dirtbag in the pen. You get your ass whipped, especially if you're a white boy. So make sure they have their hygiene, and they pay me with state food. Most people devalue state food in the pen. Most people will be like, fuck that. I don't want that state food. State food's bullshit. But I saw the value in it because I ended up buying books with macros in them. The guideline of macros to anything. Thick-ass books that would have every fucking food, every fucking ounce, every this. And most trays that they give you in the penitentiary will be 4 ounces of meat. So I would have to get 2 trays to make 8 ounces, which would be 50 grams of protein. And then I would make sure I had my 5 to 7 meals a day. And then I would track everything. We don't believe in guesswork. If you're guessing in any area of your life where you could add more detail and understand at a greater ability, comprehend. Don't just fucking slack where you know you're slacking. That causes slacking across the board. So what I'm trying to explain to you is that you only need 1 step. You just got to go to the store and track your food. I had to do 5 steps to get my food tracked and in me. I had to be fucking 10 steps ahead, working with 5 different people to go get this just to get the meals that you have to go buy. So it means more. Everything in this life is what it means to you. Make sure you take everything to the deeper level. It's not just, hey, I'm training and dieting. All the steps are what create the strength and the power and the pride within. Everybody's so superficial out here, and they wonder why their motivation is lacking. Leave a fucking legacy of who you want to be. Don't be known as that motherfucker who starts and quits. That bitch-ass behavior. Quitting is a straight habit. If you quit today on this, on what you want, you're going to quit on the next thing. You just make that shit a habit. I'm so sick with it that honestly, I've attached all my goals and all my gains to you guys. I can't let you down. I will not miss one of these videos because I said it. I will not miss my wake up time because I said it. I will not miss putting out motivation because if one motherfucker needs it and it can change one motherfucker's day, it's worth it. It changes my day. This keeps me extremely accountable. So even in the pen, I kept people extremely accountable. When I went to sleep a few times, one of my bunkies from SAC, Big Rob, he would cheat. I got him ripped. But he would just be so hungry because he was just one of them fat boys who would just eat whatever the fuck and think he could work out and not have the physique he wanted. So I showed him how to diet. We would diet all perfect all week, 6 days a week, and then we would eat a big meal at the end of the week. We would deplete a lot, save our desserts, and make a big old pie out of our desserts late in the week. We'd make a big rice bowl. We'd have a soda, and it would be his reward. But I'd make sure I depleted him enough throughout the week to where that cheat meal wasn't massively detrimental. I don't advise cheat meals till you're at a certain level, till you're pretty close to your goals. Don't start cheating. Literally, take more pride in your ability not to cheat. Create the fucking strength within. Everything's about creating the strength and discipline within by going without, by taking away. So Rob would, at nighttime, he would sometimes sneak a cookie or a soup or something, or go borrow a soup off little man down the way, the little Southside homie, and then everyone would come up to me and be like, hey, was Rob eating some stuff last night after you went to bed? And then here I am. What? And I go over to him. This is how bad I wanted him to get his goals. He was paroling. He really wanted this goal. I knew that I had to hold him to it because he wouldn't hold himself to it. And he would come up. He'd be like, oh, man. Like, he'd be scared because he didn't want to cheat. He didn't want to let me down because I wouldn't let him down. I wouldn't break the plan. So this is the point. Don't you fucking set plans for people that you're breaking. I notice my frequency and my vibration and my energy drop to you guys and on social media. I notice it and I can feel it whenever I go outside of my plan. If I go outside of my plan, if I go outside of the intensity I know I could push my workouts at, if I go outside of my eating plan, even my fucking daily regimen, if I go outside of this, my sleeping fucking wake up time, if I go outside of this willingly, I know all you guys can feel it. Operate like that. Operate like there's a fucking hidden camera on you called the universe that fucking recognizes all energy being put out. And if you're authentic, the energy will fucking just reward you tenfold. The universe rewards authenticity. And authenticity is your fucking word. Follow your dreams. Follow your vision. Don't listen to anybody who's telling you otherwise. Your vision, it's your genius. This is being supplied to you from above. The universe is giving you a hookup. You got the complete guideline at your fingertips. 10 years ago in the penitentiary, I had the same vision I have today. And I just kept pushing. I saw it so clearly. There was nothing else. I was going to get blasted. I was going to get swole. And I was going to live a lifestyle that I wanted to, using social media, using these platforms to help people feel like I was able to feel in my worst of times. This is what it's about. I don't look any different from going to the gym every day now. I'm not going to all of a sudden just build 20 pounds of muscle now. Nothing like that's going to happen. So why do I go? Why do I go every day now? It's a deeper reason. Stacking those wins makes me feel great from within. I have a different energy. Everyone around me feels it. It pushes them. When you see them succeed, it's tenfold what it means to you to hit your goals. You'll always be you no matter where you're at. It don't matter if you're ripped, you're used to it. You grew into that. You've matured to that level of physique that you have. You've matured to that level of money that you have. You've matured to know who you are internally. So it'll never be that different being you at any area of life unless you master the day and learn to get rid of the negativity, to just feel great at all times and knowing this is under your control. I always told everyone in the penitentiary, I'm going to be a trainer. I'm going to coach people online. I'm going to use Instagram. I'm going to use these platforms. And they always told me, yeah, they would say it too. I'm going to be a trainer too. I'm going to be a trainer. I'm going to be a personal trainer. And I'd be like, personally, I don't see you training anyone. And everybody saw me training other inmates in prison. Don't wait and don't follow the path that you think you have to do. You just have to do it. You just have to train people and collect a fee. Provide a service in this life and collect a fee. Provide worth and collect a fee. You're helping people. It's worth $10 million to me, this process that I shoot to you guys on my Instagram for free. Now, if you want more of a breakdown, I'll personally break it down more for you and customize it for you. This changed my life. There is no denying it. I was the fucking worst. I would have smoked your ass over 10 grand. Fucking 5 grand. I'd have smoked you over a fucking disagreement. I was the worst. I didn't care about karmic debt. I didn't care about these wins. It was a win to me just to make you feel like a bitch. This is so fucking wrong. I've flipped my way of thinking. I've flipped my way of thinking completely because I've become accountable. I can help you become accountable through this shit I share. Everything I share right here is about following your dreams. And it has nothing to do with the direct path everyone tells you. Well, you just go to school for 8 years, you become a doctor and your life's perfect. I know plenty of doctors whose lives aren't perfect because they don't seek within. They don't find their answers. They don't unlock and have these breakthroughs mentally. You need these breakthroughs. You need to go through this morning reflection process. Every day is anew. I don't care what anyone says. Every day is a new one, and you have to earn your confidence daily. You have to earn your answers daily. You have to reassure yourself with action. Your confidence is built with action. People could say, Wes, you're ripped. I don't believe that you're not always confident. If I don't earn it that day, I feel like the fat little 14-year-old I was growing up. If I don't earn it that day, I regress right to that state because we all know who we are and the actions we took to get it. And if you don't earn it today, you don't feel like you earned it today. So don't ever mistake anything other than your daily process as building you from within. You build yourself from within and the energy flows outward. So now everybody in there they would just say it like, I'm going to be this, I'm going to be that. It's motherfucking action. I've said it before. Vision with no action is fucking delusion. You can just start working towards your dreams right now. Right now, today, you can just take the path that nobody else takes and just figure it out along the way. If you never quit, you're always going to fill in the blanks. You're always going to fill in the gaps. You're always going to find the answers. When I got out, I didn't have a training app. I just knew how to track macros and get swole. And then I started using Instagram. I started fucking just posting all my shit, learning as I went, sharing what was most personal to me about the journey, everything I was doing, all the steps. It's so simple. If you just share what works for you and you got some sort of result in any area of life, you can provide a service around it and become a business. Don't fucking put all these fake ass things in your ways. Well, don't you have to get licensed? Don't you have to do this? Don't you have to have this type of insurance or this or that? Like nowadays, everything is done differently. You just provide a service. You collect a profit. You don't even provide a service. You provide worth to people's lives and they're grateful. Don't even think about providing a service and collecting a profit. Provide worth to individuals' lives through what gains you worth. If you haven't gained worth for yourself and respect for yourself and confidence on your own, well then until you heal yourself, you cannot heal other people. So don't even start. Start with yourself. Build yourself into the person you admire, which I say all the time. And don't just be fucking delusional about it, talking about shit you're not doing every day. 10 years of blood, sweat, and tears, and you'll be everywhere you want to go. You'll surpass everything you thought you were going to do. So get the fuck after it today. Start learning, start comprehending, start applying. And if everything seems too fucking mismatched from all the information out there about training and nutrition, hire a coach. Hire a coach to give you that direct line of sight right to where you want to go quickly. I don't know how to do anything to my car. I don't know how to fucking do anything to it. So I have to get a mechanic because I'm not going to spend fucking the next 6 months trying to figure out how to work on my vehicle. It's foolish. Find your zone of genius. Find your area of expertise and just kill it at that. Don't be that fucking jack of all trades, master of none. And the way we find what works for us is that flow state. That flow state. That flow state. I always found flow state with working out. When I work out, I don't notice time as it passes. That is the definition of inner peace. When time passes and we don't notice. When we don't notice as time passes by. Anything that generates flow state to you is a direct line of where you should be working. And you should be able to generate flow state in the 3 main areas: mind, body, and soul. Find different fucking activities, 3 of them max, that generate flow state. Flow state is when you're just locked in, like nothing can stop you. I used to be I used to generate flow state just researching training and nutrition for hours on end, trying to find answers. Boom, 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 looking for different answers. You need that urgency. You need that intensity. You need that desire. Don't listen to these motherfuckers who say it ain't about money, but yet chase it all day long, getting very little of it. There is complete ways nowadays to get everything you ever wanted. The internet has leveled the playing field. Let's